I'll never forget how small I felt that day. It was one of those crisp fall mornings where the sun is shining, but the wind still cuts through your jacket. I was standing outside this big tech firm downtown, nervous but excited. I had spent the whole night before preparing for this interview checking my portfolio, reviewing projects, running through practice questions in the mirror. I even went and got a fresh haircut just to look sharp. I walked in with my best suit on, resume in hand, and my head held high. I was proud of how far I'd come. I'd been coding since high school, self-taught at first, then went to Howard University to take it further. I built apps, websites, back-end systems, you name it. I wasn't just good at what I did, I loved it. I was ready for this job. Or so I thought. The CEO's name was Mark. Tall guy, sharp suit, cold eyes. He looked like the type who never had to struggle a day in his life. When he saw me walk into the room, something shifted. His smile didn't reach his eyes. It was forced, like he was going through the motions. "Take a seat," he said, barely glancing up. He started with small talk, asked me where I went to school. I said, Howard University, with pride, and then he paused, just for a second. Too long. Gave this awkward smile and said, "Ah, one of those historical schools, right?" "Historically black," I corrected. He just nodded like he didn't really care. From that point on, I could feel it. His tone changed. He didn't ask me about my projects. Didn't even open my portfolio. Instead, he started throwing out vague comments like, "We're looking for someone who fits our culture," and "You're clearly smart, but we're after a different vibe." Different vibe? Culture fit? I knew what that meant. I'd heard it before, just not always so clearly. It was a polite way of saying, "You're not what we want." I walked out of that building angry. Not just because I didn't get the job, but because I knew it had nothing to do with my skills. I knew I was more than qualified. I just wasn't what he expected or wanted to see when he thought of a top-tier software engineer. But here's the thing about people like me, we don't stop. I went home, sat down at my desk, and got back to work. I started freelancing. Took on small jobs at first, websites for local barbershops, booking systems for event planners, custom tools for small nonprofits. I built up my name one project at a time. No shortcuts. Just hard work, long nights, and a whole lot of faith. 6 months later, I was running my own business. Nothing flashy, but steady clients, good money, and best of all, I was doing it my way. Then one night, around 11:30 p.m., I got an email that made me do a double take. It was from Mark.81st. I thought it was a scam. I had to read it 3 times. Hey. It said, "This is Mark from company name. I was wondering if you'd be open to consulting on a problem we're having. Our development team hit a wall with our app, and someone recommended you based on the work you did for that nonprofit project." I just sat there, staring at the screen. The same man who couldn't give me the time of day before now needed my help. Life really has a way of flipping the script. I didn't respond right away. I had to sit with it. I thought about saying no. I thought about ghosting him the way he ghosted me. But something in me said, no, go. Show him who you are. So I went. When I walked into that office again, I saw the change in him right away. No smug attitude. No fake smile. This time, he stood up to shake my hand. This time, he was the nervous one. He explained their app had crashed just before a major product launch. Their team tried everything, but the system kept failing. Customers were complaining. Money was being lost, and they had no answers. I nodded, opened my laptop, and asked to see the code. It was a mess. Sloppy work, rushed logic, poor testing. I didn't say that out loud, But I thought it. 2 hours later, I had fixed the issue and even cleaned up parts of their system. Mark just sat there, staring at me like I had performed magic. You did. That fast, he said. I've been doing this a while, I said quietly. He leaned forward and said, we could really use someone like you on our team. He offered me a contract right there. More money than before. Better position. All the perks. But I looked him in the eye and said, thank you. But I already built my own team. I got up, shook his hand, and walked out of that office for the second time. But this time, I wasn't the one being judged. I was the one being respected. That walk back to my car felt different. The wind didn't bother me. The city lights looked a little brighter. I didn't just prove him wrong, I proved myself right. See, sometimes success isn't about shouting or getting even. It's not about clapping back on social media or rubbing it in their face when you finally make it. It's not always loud. Sometimes real success is quiet. It's steady. It's built in the dark when no one's watching. It's all those long nights at your laptop, coding line after line while everyone else is asleep. It's showing up again and again even when the doors close, even when the rooms feel cold, even when you know you're being overlooked. It's doing the work with excellence, not because someone's watching, but because that's who you are. Because you've got something in you they can't ignore forever. Something they didn't see coming, but they'll have to respect when it shows up. You don't always have to raise your voice to make noise. Sometimes the loudest statement is showing up, doing what you do best, and letting your results speak for themselves. Letting your name carry weight, not because you shouted it, but because your work did, because no matter how many doors they try to close on you, no matter how many times they look past you, doubt you, or label you as not the right fit, if you stay consistent, if you keep grinding, if you keep believing in your worth, they will come knocking, and when they do, you'll be ready, not bitter, not broken, just better, stronger, wiser, unshakable, because you didn't need their validation to become great. You already were. Thank you for watching. I truly appreciate you taking the time to check out this video. It means the world to me. If you enjoyed it, here's how you can help support the channel and make sure you never miss out on future content. Subscribe and hit the bell icon. Stay updated with my latest uploads so you don't miss a thing. Every subscriber helps this channel grow. Drop a like if this video helped, entertained, or inspired you. Let me know with a thumbs up. It boosts the video's reach and tells YouTube you enjoyed it. Leave a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts. What was your favorite part? Any suggestions for future videos? Let's chat in the comments. I read every single one. Share with a friend. Know someone who'd love this. Share it with them. Spreading the word helps more people discover this content. Your support is what keeps this channel going, and I'm so grateful for every like, comment, and share. Thank you for being part of this amazing community. See you in the next video.